Hello, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. So, today we're just doing the Rising event. I got 0 sleep last night, so we're gonna do, it's just the event. So, Felix, you were saying you don't remember? It's the anniversary of, I guess, like 2.0. The anniversary of Final Fantasy XIV. So let's see what our good friend, Not Yoshi P, says. Ah, if it isn't my dear adventurer friend, pleased am I to see you again. Have you perchance come to join us in remembering the calamity? Sure. If you have a moment, there is a favor I would ask of you. Will you not hear me out? It's always a favor, isn't there? In part due to the promotional efforts during the recent Moonfire Fair, more people are seeking to take up adventuring. Uh-oh. Yeah, so if you didn't see this year's Moonfire Fair, the brother of the little girl finally inspired some adventurers, so... The Calamity Zone? I don't know, because I don't know if our Warrior of Light specifically experienced the Calamity. Because that was like a legacy character thing, right? Not all are yet wise in the ways of the world, however, and I fear they might fall prey to less principled types in Ul'dah. If one such as you were to help them on their way, I would feel more at ease. What say you? Will you not take a fledgling adventurer under your wing? Who? I'm truly grateful. Now, I believe a carriage is due to arrive shortly. If you go and wait at the gate of Nald, chances are a soul will wander in who's just embarked upon the path of adventure. Pray greet them and offer your help. Worry not. You'll have no trouble identifying them. You need but look for someone absorbed in their surroundings. I see. I dare say it'll feel like glimpsing into the past, right to the part where you're greeted by a helpful stranger. Your alt character? I don't know. That sounds like a lot of work. Alright. Time to go wait over at this destination. There's already someone here. But they're not who I'm waiting for. So who am I waiting for? It would be interesting. Yeah, it's not gonna be me. Oh well. But it would have been interesting if it was like your character from when you like first started the game. I wonder if they seem absorbed in their surroundings. Is this your first trip to Ul'dah? Felix was at one point a pink-haired cat girl. Oh no. Yeah, I was originally a female Ara. So... why was it auto-text advance? Who are you? An experienced adventurer, you say, and you want to help me on my way? Well, I could certainly use some guidance. I've never been anywhere near as big and busy as Ul'dah. My name is Nagia Jakya. Jakya? Just Nagi will do. And as you rightly guessed, I'm an aspiring adventurer. That's why I left my village and came here. So I understand that you first need to register at the Adventurers Guild. Do you know where it is? Yep. Very close by, actually. Just through that door, is it? Thank you, I'll head there at once. Okay, bye. Nagi rushes off before you can offer further explanation. Perhaps you should follow him to the quicksand. Oh, come on, it's just not that difficult to find, like, Momodi. Is it? Alright, you. What you doing over there? In and out. In and out. Come on, Nagi, you can do it. Oh, it's you again. To be honest, I'm quite nervous. It's heartening to have you here, too. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna talk to Momodi. Why, hello there. What can I do for you today? The lad's here to register, is he? Yes, madam. I wish to join the Adventurers Guild. My name is Nagia Jakya, and I'm 16 years old, practically a man grown. Does that mean your warrior flight started out at 16? Because I always thought the warrior flight was older than that. Aren't we a lively one? Momodi's the name, and if you want to be an adventurer, then you've come to the right woman. There's nothing to it, really. You just need to write your name in the register. Come, come. Felix, stop saying things that get flagged. You're making more work for me. With that, you're officially a member of the Adventurers Guild. If you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Felix is 19? I don't know what mine would be. Now then, normally I'd offer you the grand tour. But in light of present company, I reckon you ought to have it from him. He's a renowned adventurer, after all, the bleeding champion of Eorzea. You could do far worse than to get his advice. Oh yeah, I sure am. To begin with, mayhap you could recommend a guild here in Ul'dah for Nagi to join? If it's too noisy in here, there are benches just outside where you can have a nice little chat. Do I actually get to choose which class he starts with? Wait a minute, people are supposed to already have a class. Because you start with a weapon. This man's breaking the rules. Make him join goldsmithing? That's not an adventurer guild. I must confess, choosing a guild is quite daunting. I'd appreciate any advice you can offer. The following event cannot be skipped. Oh. Alright, let's talk guilds. I'm all ears, Jill. Why did you want to become an adventurer? A merchant who was in the carriage with me, a something, asked me much the same thing. At the time I couldn't give a proper answer. I had a reason for leaving home, of course, but I couldn't express it in words. But having now set foot in Ul'dah, it's become clear in my mind. I want to know what lay beyond the horizon. Wanted to see it with my own eyes and be amidst it. You've been to many places, right? You like it then? Traveling, that is. Hmm. Hasten. Yes, the router has become unhidden. Traveling is nice, but I prefer to put my roots down somewhere. Truly, that's a little unexpected. And yet, perhaps it's when we've seen the world that we know there's a perfect place for us, one we'd like to call home. But inexperienced as I am, I don't know if I could live a life on the road. Is there a guild that could equip me with the skills I need? Oh boy. I mean... because it depends on what he's going after, but also this is Ul'dah. So it's just mining. And then the crafters. One representing students of the fighting arts. I see. A place where I can learn how to protect myself and others. If I recall correctly, Ul'dah is home to the Pugilists and Thaumaturges Guild. Well, what about the Gladiators Guild? Of those two, I'd choose the Pugilists. I've always enjoyed rigorous exercise, and I'm quite confident in my physical abilities. Yes, I believe this is the guild for me. I'll go and join at once. Will you be alright by yourself? Thanks for your concern, but I should be fine. If you still have time, though, could we meet again afterwards? There are a few more things I'd like to ask you about. Great. I'll look for you here when I'm done. Okay. It's a simple life in Ul'dah. Yes, oh, I just sat here on the bench the whole time. Staring up. You wait a good while, but there's no sign of Nagi. Perhaps you should look in on him at perhaps you should look in on him at the Pugilist Guild. Oh boy. What did he do this time? Actually, while I'm here, this Minfilia, but not. It's old Minfilia. Let's see. Born. I do like this one. Meteors. I have a bunch of these. Let me get 99 of these. What's this one? Interesting. Anyways, let's go check up on him. Alright, so... should be here at the Pugilist Guild. Surely nothing wrong could have happened in the time since I last saw him, right? Oh, hi, Hamon. That was a most impressive display, young one. Watching you, I'm reminded of myself in my youth. Swift, strong, and handsome. Not to say that I'm not these things anymore, of course. You're too kind, Master Hamon. I'm sure you're still all those things and more. Now, Nagi, take care you don't flatter the old man overmuch. His neck couldn't bear his head getting any larger. Oh, it's nice that looks like they're all getting along. Oh, Jel, I'm glad to say that pugilism agrees with me. My thanks for your recommendation. Well now, Jel, to think that you're the one who sent Nagi to us. The lad possesses rare talent. I look forward to watching him grow in our art. That's great. I think I'm still a pugilist. Like, I'm not a monk. Right then, my boy. Remember today's lesson well and keep at your training. Next time, we shall try something a little harder. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. So engrossed was I in the combinations I lost track of time. Oh, I should mention something. As I was training, a peculiar minstrel approached me. He said that if I'm resolved to walk an adventurer's path, I should seek him out for a task. Moreover, he asked that you accompany me. If you're willing, he's apparently waiting at the Ruby Road Exchange. Yeah? Is this actual wandering minstrel, or is it Yoshi P? It's taking its time loading, jeez. What kind of instanced cutscene did it put me into? Okay, so it looks like it's the same one that I talked to earlier. Kind of weird that he, like, walked over to the Pugilist Guild because he knew Nagi would be there, but... My friend, you've done a splendid job as a guide. I was right to entrust the task to you. What? Do you mean to say Jell approached me at your behest? You did, I must confess. You see, for my next composition, I seek to capture the essence of the times. While any number of subjects would be worthwhile, of great interest to me is the recent rise in the ranks of adventurers. And thus bringing different generations of adventurers together, I had hoped for inspiration to strike, and I'm pleased to say that it has. Drawing upon your experience walking your path, you have helped Nagi to begin walking his, a reminder that the present owes its existence to the past. Look to those who walked before, to lead those who walked. Okay. That is to say, the present and the past are deeply entwined. If we would capture the former, we cannot well disregard the latter. This brings me to my next request. I ask that you each find an object with a connection to the calamity, the event which gave rise to the realm's rebirth, and present it to me with its tale. Okay. Well now, that sounds not unlike a treasure hunt, and it'd be my very first task as an adventurer. What do you say, Jell? Shall we do it? Why not? Excellent. When you have your items, pray seek me out at the Ruby Road Exchange. Couldn't have just said here. I eagerly look forward to seeing what you bring. Aren't we at the Ruby Road Exchange? There are many vendors at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, right? Chances are they'll have something, so let's begin our search there. Okay. Well, bye. Oh, are you gonna go hide in your little corner up there? Okay. That makes more sense now. And we just need to walk through. Whoosh! Watch me run! Yeah, the Rising... I'm surprised they didn't have like a minigame. Because one of the times they did have like a little dungeon exploration minigame. It was weird. Come on, let's begin looking around. Oh, he's accompanying me. Okay, yeah, I know. It's a jeweler. Welcome. What is it that you're after? Objects with a connection to the calamity, you say? Why, I have just the thing. An amethyst ring from Ishgard, steeped in sentimental value. But Ishgard didn't... Oh. 5 years ago, on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, a young temple knight set out from his homeland, wishing to do his part for Eorzea when his nation would not. Alas, the man never arrived in the flats. En route, he came upon a merchant being attacked by a dragon, lost his life going to the stranger's aid. This was his ring, an heirloom passed down through his line. What a tragic tale, but I wonder, how did the ring find its way back? If the knight fell, it seems the merchant couldn't have survived unscathed. I remember now. Though the knight was mortally wounded, he succeeded in striking down the dragon. With his last breath, he entrusted the ring to the merchant. Yes, that's how it happened. So, what do you say? If you're interested, I would be willing to part with the relic for a special price, but for today only. This feels a bit dubious. Yeah. Shall we look around some more? There's bound to be other things out there. I want to talk about local cuisine. Oh, is this the local cuisine? Goodness, but everything looks amazing. In the course of your journeys, you must have sampled all kinds of food, from simple fare to exotic feasts. I look forward to sampling everything too. Yes, yes. Look at these exotic foods. They're supposed to be like peppers and pumpkins. Peppers, pumpkins, and pears? And peas? Are those apples, or are they like plums? Because all of these started with P. Let's see. Alright, I will assume that the very last one we go to is the correct one. Oh, if it isn't Jill, how have you been, my friend? Still working on my craft, as you can see. And for the Rising this year, Aston has organized the street exhibit for me. Please feel free to browse at your leisure, and don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions. We're looking for objects that bear a connection to the Calamity. Do you have anything that fits that description? As a matter of fact, I do. Yonder pane, entitled The Sultana 7, depicts an inspiring event from the Calamity. 'Twas the final days before the fall of Dalamud, its inexorable approach foretelling our impending doom. Panic spread like wildfire, while many in their desperation turned on the Sultanate. Looting and rioting broke out across Ilda. To quell the masses, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo ul Namo took to the streets with a guard consisting of only 7 subjects, for they alone had the courage to stand with their Sultana. There she addressed the rabble. Heed me, my beloved citizens. The realm lies upon the brink of the 7th umbral era, yet so long as we live, we must not forget our compassion. Now is not the time to take from your neighbor, but to proffer him the hand of succor. Brought to their senses by her words, the people laid down their arms and set about healing the wounds they themselves had inflicted on Ul'dah. Those who returned from the battlefield found their home much as they had left it, a gleaming jewel in the desert. Her Majesty sounds like a great ruler. It's all the way back there. Ul'dah is fortunate to have her watching over it. Thanks for sharing the tale. It's inspiring. It's indeed inspiring, and you've done an incredible job capturing it in glass. Is that glass? So far, so good. Let's look around just a little more. Oh, it's Ayumi. Alright, what do you... The House of Splendors. House of Splendors? What kind of place is this, I wonder? I see you're not familiar with the house. We offer wares in exchange for scripts, but our services are available only to those whom we know and trust. So if I want to be a customer, I need to make a name for myself. One day, Nagi, one day. Yep, one day. Alright, this is the last place. How am I? I'm fine. I'm doing better. Greetings. From daily necessities to unusual curios, I deal in all manner of wares. If there is something in particular you seek, you need but ask. Objects to do with the Calamity. 2 of your adventures, are you not? In which case, I have something that may be of interest. It's a journal I acquired from an adventurer who retired injured. The man recorded his experiences during the Calamity in detail, and I dare say it has value for students of history. Oh, an adventurer's first-hand account. I'd love to pore over it. You keep a journal of your adventures as well, Jel? If so, I'd love to read it too one day. With your permission, of course. Yeah, so would Chloe. Oh, for another historical piece, I also have a scrapbook of articles from The Raven, Gridania's leading tabloid. These mainly cover events outside the Calamity, however. Articles from The Raven, you say? I dare say we've seen enough. Let's find a quiet spot to discuss what to bring back. Okay, make your way to the end. Thanks. Alright, Nagi. Right, this looks like as good a spot as any. I don't know about you, but that was all very new and exciting for me. Talking to myriad people, learning the tale behind each object. It's been a great experience, and I won't soon forget it. Now then, we need to decide what we want to take to the minstrel. Have you made up your mind? I mean... the pain... Yes. Fine. I think either the pain or the journal would be fine. I think I'd rather have the journal. I see. I did consider that too, but in the end settled on something else. What is it? If you don't mind, I'd like to keep it a surprise. Come, let's purchase our respective items and meet back where the minstrel awaits. Okay. He runs off. I just casually walk. You obtain the journal. But do I get to read it? Oh, it actually put me over here. Okay. We're gonna take this way. Whee! And just walk right through here. Right, yeah, it does look like he's up here hiding in his little corner again. Alright, how am I gonna hallucinate Yoshi P? Welcome back. You've each found an item, I trust. Well now, what have we here? A journal. I'm gonna hope the guy bought the pane of glass. The journal of an adventurer, you say? Despite the vendor's claims, such records typically do not have much historical value, on account of their limited perspective and inherent partiality. Yet by the same token, they have great value to me, for they offer a glimpse into the writer's heart. There's no richer material for penning verses. Now then, what of you, young Nagi? And what might this be? It's a scrapbook of articles from The Raven. The thing that I couldn't. Wait, so I would have seen him, because it was from the same vendor. It's just like awkward staring at each other as we take different books. I'm gonna keep it a secret. You see, my sister is a reporter for the tabloid. During the Calamity, she traveled the realm, interviewing adventurers about their journeys. And I loved nothing more than to hear her tales. I guess that last name does seem familiar. They seem like such a diverse crowd, adventurers. No two people were alike, and yet they were united in the free, unshackled lives they lived. It struck a chord with me, and in time I found myself admiring them. Looking back, it was my sister who instilled in me the desire to see the world, to become an adventurer. That's why I chose the scrapbook. I see. The footprints someone leaves on their journey become the starting point for another. Boy. Yes, a verse comes to me, a blessing for those souls who are taking their first cherry steps into the unknown. Pray, lend me your ears. I'm not singing this, by the way. Because it doesn't really have a tune. Oh, he didn't actually do any lyrics. Cool. Yoshida. Yoshida, where are you? No, there we are. All the adventures. Except, where's the bunny boy? There's no bunny boy. I'm sad. I guess they're missing quite a few. Yeah. There's Yoshida and his Reaper glam. Greetings, warrior of light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your wary mind? Perhaps. Or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. First of all, I wish to thank you for continuing to grace us with your presence. You and your fellow adventurers are our inspiration, and this shall never change. The world, however, is an ever-changing place, mysterious in its elusiveness. Unexpected hardships may turn our lives upside down, and though we all desire peace deep in our hearts, the sparks of conflict never cease to be struck. Like an adventurer's journey, the world is constantly moving towards the unknown, and it takes considerable courage to alter course. Yet I ardently believe that it is a small but significant step in our quest to create new adventures. Indeed, another great change is about to visit the world, and shall open the way to exciting new journeys. And 'tis our abiding hope that our journey together shall ever continue on, to the distant horizon and beyond. Yeah. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Return to walking your path, and know that you are in our hearts always. Till we meet next, or till next we meet, I bid you safe travels. Bye, Yoshida. Thank you for the generous reward and the uplifting verse. Gives me courage for the road ahead. As I just stood there hallucinating. Speaking of which, it's time I set out on my own. Though it was brief, I enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you again, somewhere out there. No, never forget to smile. I look forward to hearing your tales. Bye. It's Nagi. Though much and more was lost in the calamity, intrepid souls continued to set forth, paving the way unto the future. In such a moment in history do we stand, and for you I would perform another song. Oh boy. There's the lyrics. Imagine if I hallucinated again. Your life is a riddle to bear gladness and grief. 'Neath stars and through storms the answers we seek. Your footprints are threads to be gathered and woven, a song of dawn resplendent, dancing high to the heavens. From the embrace of the gods, though mankind has been torn, upon winds eternal lives and memories are born. The future is unwritten, bring it rapture or sorrow, our journey shall continue unto tomorrow and tomorrow. Fireworks. I wonder, how did you feel as you watched Nagi set off? Did the sight fill you with worry for a fledgling adventure, or did it awaken fond memories of your own humble beginnings? Whichever it may be, I know that yours is a journey more trying than most. There will be times when you are overcome by loneliness, and each step feels heavier than the last. In such a moment, I bid you remember this. So long as you harbor love for this world, ever shall there be a place for you in it. Your adventures will never end. There it is. The MSQ symbol. Yep. And is that just the symbol for the rising? Time for my clockwork soul, as it wasn't even really part of the event at all. But the whole 9 yards. Oh, this. Oh, I finally got some cards. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so the Rising has always been like basically a thank you event. It's like, I know the game wasn't that great before and we had to do the calamity and everything, but thank you for sticking around kind of event. So it's just nice. I'll buy 99 more of this too. You know, you could never have enough champagne. So do you like the way of the punch? Well, let me show you my level 27 pugilist right there. It's my only class that's not a job. So, you know, that should tell you what you need to know about my thoughts on a punch. Yeah. I don't... Oh, there he is up there. The end of one journey marks the beginning of another. For all those who continue to forge on in a world risen from the ashes, this humble minstrel would offer a song. Interesting. But yeah. So, in case you didn't know, that wandering minstrel there is basically Yoshida. And then we got the minstreling wanderer, who I guess is also him. So, yeah. And it's, I think you can hear it. It's playing the answers, but the spooky version here. Just if you're anywhere near the event. So, I think they usually do. so it just becomes kind of eerie in the cities. But, you know, it's fine. It's all good. Man, that is everything for the Rising event, though. I guess it was just a very simple, well, the mechanic that was introduced in Endwalker. It's tug along the little escort, talk to them, which, you know, isn't bad, but yeah, I kind of miss the dungeon thing, which I think is in the toy box, so you can play it. That was originally from the Rising. But yeah, that is all we're gonna do for today, though. So, thank you all for coming out. Next stream won't be until Monday, and that's because that's the reschedule of the reschedule for Raid. So, hopefully everything will be good and we can maybe clear P5. We'll see. But for now, that is all we're gonna do for today. Thank you for coming out, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.